A very warm welcome back to TED Talks and Bowen's Garage. I hope you're all doing very well indeed. It's the start of another week. The weather has changed. It's beautiful here. It's bloody cold, but it's beautiful. And we're here for another week in the fast lane. So thank you all for joining me. If you're new here, you're very welcome. We're picking up subscribers quite quickly, which is great. And if you haven't already, do subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up. All that really good stuff. Share it with your mates. We're kicking on nicely now, so that's good. And if you join us every week, welcome back. Hope you all had a great weekend. And we're ready to rock and roll. So this morning, two cars are making their way off down to North Devon, and more exactly to South Molton to Chop's Garage. I'm sure the leaves will blow off by the time they get down there. So these are going to be two new bits of stock for James. A Cougar 2-litre diesel, which is actually really clean and tidy. This has done 71,000 miles, so it's right in James's wheelhouse, to be fair. Good service history, really clean and tidy. And the other one is this automatic Blingo. This is a 5-seater, no ramp, so a bit easier to sell. As always, the roof, the side rails have gone. This has done 64,000, I think this one has. So both of these will be landing on James's website very soon, I would imagine. Perfect bits of stock for him. And then the boys are going down and they're going to bring us back a Hyundai i10, a very high spec, very low mileage i10. In terms of what's going on here, we've got quite a few spaces developing, and we have a lot of red and white. Look at this. White, red, red, white. So I need to maybe get some other bits that aren't red or white. But unfortunately, the two cars the guys are cleaning today are also both white. We had an inquiry on the Mocha over the weekend. Potentially a test drive this afternoon. That is to be confirmed. We also had an inquiry on the Dacia Springer-Ding-a-Ding-Dong. No further contact on that as yet. We also had an inquiry on the Fiesta. No further contact on that yet either. But a couple of bits bubbling, and interestingly, they were from Car Gurus. We didn't have a single Autotrader inquiry over the weekend, but we did have two Car Gurus inquiries. I have noticed with our Car Gurus adverts, and not just us as a garage, but lots of other garages as well, that it crops the pictures when you put them on there, and it cuts half the car away, which for my OCD is no good whatsoever. So that is going to be hopefully sorted. Dealer Kit are going to try and look after us and sort us out some overlays which we can use, hopefully, because otherwise that's no good for my OCD at all. I told you about the cars we sold last week, but if you haven't seen them before, Arona, Fiesta Automatic, Celeriac, Auris, which was good. Dave's here today painting the door handles on the little Ego over there. This needs to be booked into Hyundai because there's about 400 lights on the dashboard, which we can't seem to sort out. I don't know whether it's an ECU problem or a body control unit or something like that, but there's many lights on the dashboard, loads of them, and we can't seem to sort it. Twig, early part of the week, Twig watch still there. Sort of hope it stays a bit damp so that they can't bloody set fire to them. So I need to buy some cars, actually. Need to try and buy some cars. We've got a couple of bits arriving today. The i10 from Chops and a Vauxhall Crossland from Paul Jackson up at Carter and Haynes. Other than that, nothing really due in retail-y, I don't think. So I could do with getting a few bits on. I've had a look at Bristol this morning. There's nothing there of interest. So we'll see what crops up. I also need to do an advert for our new technician role. So we are going to try and add to the service team. We need another mechanic to keep up with demand, which is good. So we're looking for someone to start at the start of January. So if they've got to give a month's notice now, hopefully they can do through December and then crack on with us in January. So I need to do an advert for that today. I'll do a video for it as well. So that's quite exciting. We don't change our service team very much at all, which is we're really thankful for. But we just need an extra pair of hands, is the truth. So that'll be part of my jobs for today. Other than that, I just need to track down some bloody vehicles. I'm feeling much better. Still a bit, but not so bad. So yeah, that's it for Monday morning. I'll give you an update later on in the day or tomorrow, as and when anything interesting happens. See you later. So it's Tuesday afternoon. Again, another nice day, which is really good. Our week has started okay. Not too bad. I feel like it could get a little bit better, but it could always get worse. So, a few bits going on. Mocha has sold. So this was one that was potentially a test drive yesterday, and they didn't actually book, and they just rocked up, which is fine. It's not the way we always like to do things, but no problem. So that one's gone, and it's going to Hereford, I think. We've prepped it today, so it's had pads and discs. And it's had a brake fluid change, usual stuff. 4x4 version, really high specification, ever so clean and tidy, came in part exchange. Was here for a little bit, maybe 6 weeks or so, but decent margin, and actually a really good example. What else has been going on? We've got quite a few appointments booked, actually. So we've got 2 appointments booked for tomorrow, 3 appointments booked for tomorrow, I think. Skoda Citigo, so we've done pictures of this and videos today. Super clean car, came from Chops. It's had some new centre caps, which we are forever putting on the Skodas. I just think it makes such a difference to put a set on there, just really brightens the car up. It's had a couple of mirror caps painted and a little scuff here on the front, but super clean and tidy now. And this was the i10 that did arrive from Chops yesterday when they came back yesterday afternoon from dropping those other 2 cars off. So this is an i10. It's an SE. It's a premium SE, which is actually a spec. Bearing in mind how many of these i10s we've had, and the answer is an awful lot. I've never had one with this specification before. So it's an 18 plate, it's a 1.2, it's done 28,000 miles, rear parking sensors, diamond cut alloy wheels, finished in this morning blue, which is a nice colour. We've got opening electric roof, we've got heated seats, we've got the widescreen satellite navigation, cruise control, heated steering wheel, electric windows, electric mirrors, aircon. It's like proper spec. Really clean condition. It sounds like it might have a very slight whine on one of the tensioners, possibly. So maybe aircon tensioner or something like that. Very slight. So we'll just have to have a look at that. But nice car. And this also arrived yesterday as well. Crossland. Yes, a PureTech. Yes, the belt will need doing. Yes, we will do the belt. It's done 33,000. Really clean. Decent spec. Decent service history. Nice high driving position. Really budget friendly, to be honest. Less than £8,000 for an 18 plate car. And that's it. We're just trying to do pictures and videos, really. So MX-5's going on. Fiesta's going to be going on shortly. Tony has a... Bloody hell, that sun's bright, isn't it? Good God. Always battling with it this time. My apologies. Let me get out of the sun. We've got an appointment on... Tony's got an appointment on a black Focus in the Hereford site this afternoon. 5:30. Very low mileage, high spec Focus. And then tomorrow we've got an appointment on the very low mileage Fiesta. Not the one we were just taking pictures of. The 61 plate Fiesta with less than 20,000 on it. We've also got an appointment on the Dacia Spring. And we've also got an appointment on a Dacia Sandero, which is in our Hereford site, which Tony's going to do tomorrow afternoon. So 3 appointments tomorrow. 1 this afternoon. If they all sell, it's turning into a good week. But you've got to hedge your bets, so maybe 1 or 2 of them will sell. We'll see. What else is going on? So tomorrow I'm going to look at a Mini Roadster, which is a very interesting sounding car, locally owned. It's a lady who's a workshop customer of ours. It's a Mini Cooper S Roadster, automatic, on a 12 plate, so a bit older, but it's only done 23,000 miles. Excuse me. So we're going to have a look at that. And also tomorrow there is another Autotrader webinar with Mr. Qubit as a special guest. I wonder what Autotrader let themselves in for there. They want an influencer who is of reasonable mind, and Rob obviously knows his stuff. So he's going to be going and answering the hard-hitting questions, hopefully. And hopefully they don't turn it around and make us all look silly. So a big day for Rob, but I will be watching. So yeah, there we go. I need to go and have a drink. Quite urgently. But that's it for Tuesday, and I'll catch up tomorrow. So it is Friday afternoon. Sorry I haven't done an update much in the week. It's been quite busy. So I thought I'd wrap up the week. I think, to be honest, people are preferring the slightly shortened versions. I think listening to me waffle on for 50 minutes or an hour is a little bit much, even for the hardiest of TED Talks fans. So they're going to be a little bit shorter, maybe half an hour-ish or thereabouts. So, what's been going on? Well, it's been a week, or just over a week, since the big Autotrader reduction has gone in. There has been all sorts going on. There's been a lot of noise, as Autotrader have called it. If you haven't already, Rob Qubit of the Logbook, legend of a man, even for a Yorkshireman, a good bloke, and a friend of mine, was asked down to Autotrader on Wednesday to host a live webinar, which was available for all us Autotrader customers, or current Autotrader customers, to watch. And he was firing the questions at the Chief Operating Officer, Catherine Fairs, a Head of Marketing, I think, and a Head of Product and Development, that sort of thing. Posed all the questions that we'd been asking, and was a real voice of the trade, and the questions were answered in a fashion that you would expect from a politician or some people quite high up in a business that was making £199 million profit in 6 months. So I'll put the link in the description below. It's on Rob's channel. It's it's an hour long. It's his day at Autotrader with the webinar, so you get a real insight into how we're feeling. A sort of peek behind the curtain, I suppose, because it's meant for traders and dealers, but they obviously allowed Rob to post the video. It's a really, really interesting watch. The comments in Rob's videos are also really interesting. And it's been 10 days, and you'd think that the noise would calm down, and it just isn't. I think this is a real shift in what's happening in the trade. They've been buying back their own shares, another 3 million they bought back yesterday. It's Friday today, yeah, yesterday they bought another £3 million worth of shares. It's dipped below £6.50 per share today for the first time in 12 months or more. I mean, buying the dip would be the clever thing to do, but I just don't think it's dipped to the point where it's going to get to its lowest yet. So we're watching it, and hopefully we might buy in a little bit and maybe make some money back for all the money that we've spent over the last God knows how many years. I think the real crux of it will come 30 days after everybody put their downgrades in last Wednesday. So it'll be sort of middle of next month. Sort of a week before Christmas-ish or thereabouts. It's going to be very interesting to see how the share prices do, and very interesting to see how Autotrader react. So do have a look at that webinar. It's an hour long with Rob's bits and bobs, but it's well worth a watch if you want a real insight into what's genuinely going on out in the world and how a massive corporation respond to criticism, feedback as they like to call it, criticism I would like to call it. So yeah, do have a look at that. Anyway, back to the matters in hand here, because ultimately Autotrader can do what they want, but this is my and Tony's little tiny piece of the UK economy. We've bought some lovely cars this week, really, really nice. I'll show you a couple of them. We've sold a few as well, so it's good. I bought this yesterday. It's absolutely fantastic. Private plate is included. It was the initials of people I bought it from. It's a Mini Cooper S Roadster, so it's the 1.6 supercharged, 184 brake horsepower. It's automatic, rare. Roadster, rare. It's a 2012 on a 12 plate, but it's only done 22,000 miles. Loads of service history. We've looked after it since 2019, and it's got over £7,500 worth of added options. It's got an absolutely massive spec. It's got tan leather, which is heated, obviously electric roof. It's got the chili pack. It's got the media pack. It's got power folding mirrors. It's got xenons. Condition-wise, it's lovely. We're going to get the wheels refurbished because they're not actually curbed, but they're lacquers coming off the wheels, so we're going to get the wheels refurbished, and then it's going to be a properly special little car. I think it's the only one I can see with 3 years either side age-wise, so that'll be interesting to see how that gets on. We did have a test drive in the Dacia Spring on Monday or Tuesday. Too small for their requirements. The guy was a cricket coach, and lugging all his kit about just wasn't quite going to be practical enough. This Fiesta Titanium has arrived in part exchange, previously sold by ourselves, so I sold this to a local reverend 2 years ago, and this was the third car he'd bought of us, and he's just bought his fourth car from us, which was a Fiesta very, very similar, the grey one, which was automatic, that we bought locally. So this is manual, and he's chopped it in for the automatic one. The only difference being, both had heated seats, heated steering wheel. This one has got a pan roof, which the other one didn't. This has done 40,000. Lovely car. Needs a good clean, but lovely, lovely car. And it's going to be less than £9,000 that as well, so good value for money. KA is now on. That's come up really nicely. What we have been struggling this week with is sorting pictures out, because we've moved to Car Gurus, and as you know, we take the pictures in front of the sign, sort of stood here, but the way Car Gurus crops them onto their website, and on the phones as well, it crops all the pictures, so it was cutting out half of the car. So we've been trying to figure out ways to sort that out this week. I think we have, because if you're going to be on Car Gurus, and it's probably going to be where most of your cars are these days, then they need to look right for my OCD. This was the Chop Special. I think I showed you this one, didn't I, the other day? And I showed you the Crossland, didn't I? So, a couple more arrivals. Mazda 2, 71 plate. This is an SEL nav, grey with grey alloys. It's only done 7,000 miles. Now, obviously, we had that black one that sold this week, or last week, and went out to Malvern, and we'd had that for 200 odd days. However, that was black. This is grey, and I think it makes all the difference, to be honest. It really does look the part. 7,000 miles, one owner from new. It's lovely. Can't really see a mark on it, so that'll be cleaned very shortly. This is an interesting car. 61 plate Audi A4 Avant. It's a 2-litre diesel with a manual gearbox, cloth interior, so not the biggest spec in the world. However, it's a 61 plate, it's done 44,000 miles, one owner from new, absolute full service history, or pretty much full. I say absolute full service history. It's got loads of service history, and it's all been done at Audi. I think we've got 10 services. It's had 2 cam belt replacements at Audi as well. It's a lovely car also. So quite hard to find these Avants that haven't done 200,000 miles. So to find a one-owner car that's done 44,000 with absolute tons of Audi service history is excellent news. It's been residing in Cheltenham its whole life, so only been up the road, and it's here now. Lovely colour as well, sphere blue I think they call that. What else has been going on? So Kia Picanto is sold. Took Ty a little bit of time to get this one over the line, a couple of appointments, but he's got it away. Nice car, previously sold by ourselves, very low mileage, 7,000 miles. So that was a nice one. It's been a small car week, actually, if you think about it. Finished the week off with a little bit of Twig watch. It's looking drier, but it's not looking burnt yet. Back to where I was. Ego. This one sold. Dave painted the door handles, didn't he, at the start of the week. That one's gone. Some people just rocked up to have a look at that one. The gentleman who it's been bought for is 92 years of age and still rocking and rolling on the high streets of the Forest of Dean. So fair play to him for that, keeping his independence. I think it's excellent as long as he's safe. That's great. So that one's sold. The super low mileage Fiesta has sold. This was the one that got absolutely hammered to pieces in the TikTok comments. It's done 20,000 miles, one owner from new. Gary put this through the workshop, and it is one of the cleanest cars and mechanically sound cars that we've had all year. There was not a penny to spend on this other than the MOT and a general levels check over. No pads and discs, no lower arms, rear axle bushes have been replaced. It's had 2 front lower arms very recently. Properly well maintained car, that. So that was good news. It's interesting, isn't it? You can have a 3-year-old car and we can spend 500-600 quid on prep, and you've got a 14-year-old car and it costs you the price of an MOT. Very strange how it goes. Nissan Duke, we're just waiting on a part for that, for the glow plug relay. There's like a little control unit that fails on them. It came up on the scan, the car was starting and driving absolutely fine, and then one day after we'd sold it, it just didn't start. And it's a common issue apparently, so it's fully prepped apart from that, so we're just waiting on the part. Customer's absolutely fine. This has arrived in part exchange. Now, I'm hoping this is going to go to Cartwright. Tom Ellis at Cartwright. Chops has been dealing with them before. We're all in the same sort of group, which is good. They've had a couple of cars off me. It just needs a little bit too much bodywork for us to be getting stuck into this time of year, to be quite honest. It needs a couple of bumpers painted. There's a scuff on the headlight, and so on. It's only done 44,000 miles. Wheels need doing. I'm just a bit worried that I'd probably struggle to get it back before Christmas now, whereas Tom gets through cars quite a lot quicker when it comes to bodywork and stuff. So that came in part exchange, but we're going to trade that one out to Tom. Gila's sold, you know about. Astra, this arrived in part exchange. This is an automatic. Drives absolutely lovely, this car. I used it the other night actually because I was having more charging problems with the Alpine. Again, I think caused by myself, but that's a story for another day. Needs a couple of little smart repairs, needs the wheels refurbing, but it's automatic. 1.6 petrol, tons of service history, done 60,000 miles. Mr. Chops is having that one, I am led to believe. This arrived in part exchange this afternoon. EcoBoost Focus. It's done 125,000 miles. Maybe, possibly, one of the highest mileage EcoBoosts ever known to man. It has various issues, I believe. Wet belt has been replaced. Engine runs fine, but it's got a battery drain, I'm told. So I think it sucks itself overnight. But we've just parked it here now, so I guess we'll see what it's like on Monday. A little Mini. This is ours. It's just come back from having some paint, and we're not very happy with it, unfortunately. So it's going to have to go back and have some more paint. When I do a little tour round of our collection at some point, which might be in the spring, to be honest, because it's cold up at our storage facility at the moment, I'll talk you through that in more detail. But if you haven't seen it before, this is our little Mini British Open Classic electric roof. 1992. Really nice little car. We bought that earlier in the year. We've just had a couple of bits done to it. A bit of fettling as you do with these, but it's nice now. I'll say just need to sort of paint out a little bit. We're just not quite happy with it. This arrived yesterday. Again, locally, owned by a girl in Hereford, who's just chopped it in for a new Qashqai. Pretty much brand new Qashqai, I think. But I know the family, and we have come about it this way. It's very similar to the black one that's inside being polished at the moment. In fact, it's the same car. It's a 1.6 petrol SE navigation, so you get a nice spec with the camera, with the sat-nav, with the power folding mirrors. The one inside's a 2019 with 50,000. This is a 2018 with 62,000. So this is going to be 10.5 grand. The other one's 11.5 grand. Update is surprising what can happen in 3 days, even if you're not feeling like you're absolutely flat out. You sort of are. 22 plate Dacia Sandero is inside, having its prep at the moment. Dad sold that one in the Hereford site, and he's actually gone over there as well again now this afternoon. He's got an appointment on a Renault Captur, a black one, a diesel one, which came from Malcolm over at MB Motors in Ballymena, who I'm really looking forward to seeing, and all the guys at the Used Car Dealer Awards, which is on Monday at the brewery in London, hosted by Mike Brewer. Lots of us are nominated, or a few of us are nominated. We're shortlisted for 2 awards, which is Best Use of Video, which I was shortlisted for last year and missed out. I'm hoping to at least get commended this time, but we'll see. I'm not really making any more effort than I did 12 months ago, so maybe it won't happen. But it would be nice. And we're also nominated for Best Service and Repair Outlet as well. Shortlisted, should I say. Nominated, then shortlisted. So yeah, we'll see. We're gonna go down on Monday. Ty's coming with me. Dad's been to enough awards dues in his life. He doesn't want to come this time. So I'm going to take Ty for his first awards experience. Black tie job. Going to meet loads of the guys down there. Some of who you'll know, some of who you won't. Some of whom you will have seen on Shifting Metal podcasts and the Dealaway podcasts and the different ones. So it's going to be a really good catch-up down there. Looking forward to it. I will try and do some filming on our travels, a little bit of London-y, vloggy sort of thing, maybe. So we're going to head down Monday lunchtime, probably. I've managed to buy quite a few other cars as well, some of which aren't here yet. I bought a Honda Jazz Automatic in orange, and I've bought 4 cars from a garage in Nuneaton as well, who are moving to EVs, or they're trying to move to EVs, more from their petrol and diesel cars. So I bought 4 off them, which are a Kia Soul, a Fiat 500, a Mitsubishi ASX, and a Renault Megane diesel. So yeah, we bought quite a bit. Oh, I've also agreed a deal on one of our favourites. It won't be here for a week or so, but it's one of our favourites, a Volkswagen Up GTI. Now, if you know us here and you've watched for a while, we love our GTIs, the Ups. We get through lots of them. We get through nice ones. They last minutes here for whatever reason. I don't know. We've just seemed to have captured the imagination of people who are looking for Up GTIs. So if you are looking for one, we have a white Up GTI, 5-door, 22 on a 22 plate. It's done 16,000 miles. Well, it had done 15,700 when I saw it this morning, so it might have done 16,000. Locally owned by a friend of mine round the corner. It's lovely. It's got heated seats. It's a 5-door one in the white. It's going to be 16 grand. If you're interested, drop us a message or an email or whatever, and we'll put you on the list, because I cannot see that car staying here for long at all. They seem to be going up in value, the Up GTIs. It's one of the last ones on a 22 plate. So yeah, if you're interested, holler at me. So that is it for another week, I think. I've probably missed a couple of bits, but Dad's been off for a couple of days this week, so I've been just struggling to do some filming. Hence why there's been no intermediate review videos or anything else other than the weekly from last week. So I can only apologise for that. My brother, who does our thumbnails, has also been very busy doing some things on TalkSport, and he does proper TikToking. That's how he makes his whole living, is social media. So he's been here, there and everywhere and launching his own podcast and God knows what else. So thumbnails has been a challenge as well. I'm not very good. He is good at them, but he's been bloody busy. So apologies for the slight lack of videos this week. I'll try and get back into it next week. But yeah, it's freezing. My hand is very cold now. So have a great weekend. Thank you all, as always, for the support. Check out the videos down below. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, share. All that good stuff. I'm choking now. Have a great weekend. I will just show you. I'll just do a little panorama, because it's quite nice and peaceful out here. But thanks for watching. Take care. Check out this. There's worse places to be. See you soon.